Hey guys, how you doing? It is after midnight on a Sunday morning, technically, but people like to still call it a Saturday night. I am home trying to make some time to hang out with you guys, to be honest with you, because if there's anybody awake at this hour, I'm going to put the link to. Hold up. There we are. All right. I'm going to put the link, and I already know somebody who wants to, join. So let me do that. Copy. I'm going to put the link in the chat. If anybody wants to join, anybody is welcome at this hour. Surprise me. Surprise me, for real. Surprise me. This is Ralph Perez's Horror and Coffee, and I like to call this probably the hangout hour. I'm going to hang out here for about an hour, at which point I'll probably fall asleep on you or not, right? And I'm going to, we're going to shoot the breeze, really. We could talk about horror. We could talk about Star Wars. We could talk about anything you want, to be honest with you. Just to show you guys that I'm a human being too. See who else is out here. I've been apprehensive, if I want to just start a topic, about going to see the new Indiana Jones movie, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. I only know one person who said it was good. And I haven't even spoken to him yet about why. So that's the thing about that. I want to understand why everybody else is saying that it's bad. I've seen one review from someone who said it was boring and things of that nature, and it doesn't really grab the essence of what Indiana Jones has always been about. We can go back and forth about Disney and Kathleen Kennedy and how anything she touches kind of turns to shit. That could be part of it. Oh, there's my guest. Hi.
Wow.
Did
Hi,
you cut your
baby.
hair?
No,
I see it. I see okay.
Wow. What's up? Good evening, sir.
Oh
Where the
man.
fuck have you been?
I've
I first.
been sick. I've been having all these illnesses hitting me. I had pink eye for a while.
What?
Yeah, my eyes are
No.
still recovering. Funny enough,
No.
it's like they were really inflamed. It was really bad.
Ay, bendito. That's information a la madre. I mean, did you get that checked out in a
Of course,
nutshell?
yeah.
Or,
Oh yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
thoroughly to the point where you know what's what, or still.
Yeah, thoroughly enough. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
they were still wondering why it was taking so long for me to heal from it, to be real. But
Mm.
aside from that, I was like, I've been getting better.
Good,
I'm
good, good.
doing. I'm trying to do things to improve myself.
Me
This
too.
because
Me too.
the last few months have shown me that I'm in my 50s now. I can't presume that I can just be okay. Like I've been able to fight off stuff easy in the
Mm-hmm.
past, but I
Mm-hmm.
think those days, I don't know. I mean, there's a way to. There must be. I'm sure
Oh
there are
yeah.
people older than me that have been able to
Oh
still
yeah.
fight the fight. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
The kitty's goddess mother, her dad, he's
Hmm.
amazing. He's in Puerto Rico, living on his own. He's literally living somewhat off the grid, and meaning in terms of his food, he grows his own food, produce at least.
A lot of people in Puerto Rico do that.
Mm.
Oh my God! Look who's here! Oh my God! I am so happy to
So
see you. Hi, Nate.
hi.
What's up,
What are
man?
you doing here? What you
I don't know.
doing?
I saw a little thing. It was like, this guy's live. I said, what? I'm still awake.
Yeah.
And you put a
I
link.
and I'm just calling this right now the hangout hour. I don't care.
There you
Like
go.
like because
Okay.
I'm like home
The
and
midnight hour.
And you know what I tend to do when I'm home? I watch a lot of, guess what? Effing
What?
YouTube videos. I'm like,
Oh.
wait a minute. Let me make a YouTube video.
Yeah.
And,
No one
and
ever
here's-
goes live at this time.
nobody
Very
ever goes
good.
out. And you know what? That's fine. You know, they can watch the replay. I don't care. But I'm glad I have both you and Marty here.
Thank you.
I was actually, I'm very grateful. I'm actually, was thinking now. I brought this topic up right before you guys came on about how I'm kind of apprehensive now to watch the new Indiana Jones movie. Have you seen it yet, Nate?
I did. Yeah. I got a review up.
Do you have the review up already?
Yeah, give
Yeah,
a
yeah.
review, no spoilers, please, because I haven't seen. Last movie I saw in the theater was the Mario Brother. movie.
No, I don't do spoilers. Thoughts with no spoilers. Okay, I thought it was good.
Okay.
I thought it was good. There's things about it I don't like.
Okay.
I would say it's nowhere near the level of the first three.
Never is.
But
First four.
it's better than 4.
It's better than 4?
Yeah, it's better than Crystal Skull for sure.
Okay.
So I'll
Good
say
to
this
know.
much: if you like that movie, then this one's better. And if you
God,
don't
no,
like that
I did
movie,
not like Crystal Skull.
okay, then if you don't like that movie, then this one's better still.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I feel a little better about seeing it because I was being
Yeah.
apprehensive about going
I
to
think
see it.
Mangold, as far as the direction goes,
Mhm.
you could tell he's a fan
Yeah.
of the
Yeah.
movies because the set pieces are great. Like the chase scenes are great, the action scenes are great, the music is great. I just didn't care for a couple of characters, and it's too long. It's way too long. It's like
Again.
How long?
about
How
40
long?
minutes too long. It's 2.5 hours, and
Oh,
it's a
wow.
it's a good
Yeah.
hour
Mhm.
50, maybe 2 hour movie with an
Mhm.
extra 30 minutes. So I liked it. I gave it a 7 out of 10. I thought it was good.
Mhm.
In my review, it sounds like I'm more negative on it than I end up being, but that's just because I feel like the things I was negative on, I had more to say. Then the positives, like, okay, there's action, there's the story. It's Indiana Jones movie.
Yeah,
So,
always
it's
action. Definitely
Nazis and there's an artifact, and he wants to get it, and they want to get it. It was like it's an Indiana Jones movie. That's the plot of all 4, basically. So, well, not the second one. There's no Nazis in that one.
There's
but,
no Nazis in the second one.
but it's still about an artifact he's gotta get, and then there's voodoo.
It's always
people,
an
so-
artifact. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, he's an
so-
archaeologist. That's what makes sense.
right. So it was good. It was good. I think you will like it. If you're a fan of the franchise, I think you will like it.
Okay.
I don't think it's the
I
dumpster
feel a little
fire
better
some
now.
people are making it out to be.
Here's somebody here that might disagree.
Actually, well, 2 people
He said
tonight
2
who
people
just
he's
saw
working
it
with
and
tonight
hated
saw
it.
it and hated it. So
You know what? I think it's popular to just bash it right now because it's Disney and it's because it's, people hate
Kathleen Kennedy.
Yeah, and there's some merit to that because she has screwed up a lot of other stuff.
yeah.
I just don't think this movie is the dumpster fire that people were making it out to be before it came out. I
So
think it's
not
fine.
Rise of Skywalker or The Last Jedi.
No, like it doesn't disrespect the whole franchise.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's not as good as the original 3, but I mean, what is, those are classics, all 3 of them.
Of course.
So,
Usually 3 and 4 sequels of many famous movies, cartoon, comic book, etc.
Yeah.
They tend to
Right.
Yeah.
look at Superman 3 and Superman 4, and I love Superman. I mean,
Yeah,
I'll
3
te-
and
I'll be
4
the
was
first
like,
to tell
what was
you.
that?
I'll be the first to tell you what the fuck was that, and I
Yeah.
love
yeah.
Love
Yeah.
it.
So,
and Batman. Enough said.
yeah. So I think it's good. I like there's going to be nitpicks. Not even nitpicks. Like I had legit problems with some of the stuff, but it's not terrible. I don't know how you could be a big fan of Indiana Jones and then watch and be like, it's terrible. I could see you saying I don't like it as much. Maybe there's things that did wrong, but Harrison Ford's really good in it. He still is,
He
and they
still
were
got it?
smart.
He still got it?
And they were
Okay.
smart with the way they did the action. They're like not making him into like CGI, flying around, flipping around, like he's driving,
Oh, like they did with
or
Blade.
punching. Yeah.
like they did with Blade in part 2. With that
Yeah, he doesn't
jumping
look like
around
he's made out of
shit. I'm like,
rubber.
what is that?
Yeah,
I love Blade. I'm
so,
like, what? What
you
is
know,
it? Jumping
I
around.
still don't believe an 80-year-old guy can do that stuff, but I could believe it more than some of the
Mhm.
you know, like certain other movies where these old guys are doing like outrageous stuff.
Of course.
So I thought it was
Be
good.
surprised though. I know someone who's 70 pushing 80, and I was saying my friend's goddess, I'm sorry, my friend was the goddess mother to my kids. Her dad in Puerto Rico, he grows his own food and everything, and he also participates in championships, lifting weights.
I mean, there's a scene where he
And
has
he's
no
pushing
shirt.
80.
He looks pretty. He looks fit, but I'm not putting my money on an 80-year-old guy to climb a mountain face or anything like that. I'm just not doing it. It's not happening. Unless they live like in the Himalayas or something. And that's what they do.
Yeah.
All right, check it out. Huh?
Let's see if Jason Momoa can still look the way he looks and do what he does
Yeah.
when he 40
At
years
80.
from now, because he's 40 something.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
Yeah,
we'll
I like
see.
those.
We'll see.
okay. We got some people. Well, Frankie's saying any Lucas property Disney touches turns to it's starting to have. I mean,
Agreed.
yeah, but at the same time, okay. Here's the checks and balances in regards to Star Wars, right? Yes, those two films I mentioned earlier, right? However, Andor is an amazing series. I liked the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. It wasn't strong, but it was a heck of a lot better
Interesting.
and consistent.
I mean, people loved The Mandalorian the first two
The
seasons.
Mandalorian
People
is
loved
like,
it.
forget
Nobody
about
said
it.
it was
Yeah.
the first two seasons was horrible. Everybody
Right.
loved it.
Right.
3 I've heard mixed, but
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
And then there's Rogue One, which
I
everybody
liked
loved.
Rogue One. Yeah. I thought Rogue One was good.
Yo, this is the title of the next movie. Next Indiana Jones movie.
Indiana
Did he say
Jones
And,
and,
shut
and the
up.
and the hip
broken hip.
replacement. Yeah.
Shut
That's
up.
messed up. Jamel is here, and he says, I saw the Christopher Wallace interview with Harrison Ford, and he indicated that this was his final film as Indiana Jones, which makes sense.
I hope so.
You
At
know,
this point,
because
what
you know,
else?
at
Yeah,
this
there's
point,
nothing.
right.
You know, again, no spoilers, but everything wraps up in a way that's satisfying. I don't need another one. I don't want another. I didn't even want this one, but we got it. You know what I mean?
When I first found this out, it was funny how I found this out. A few years ago, and it's funny. It's me, Alex, and Pablo. We're sitting around in a table doing I think we were doing some kind of a podcast. And Exorcist Reviews says, hello, everyone. Hi, Exorcist Reviews. I think this is the first time you've been. Feel free to join us in the chat. I have a link on the top. So if you scroll up and hit that link, you can actually join us. I don't know what you look at. What's going on? Oh,
I don't
damn.
know what you look at.
Hold on for a second. Okay, I'm sorry. I just got hit with
A
a...
spam call at 12:25.
You could say that.
Yeah.
So yeah, please. Exorcist Reviews is here. We're talking about Indiana Jones and just for those of you who are watching the replay or are watching this right now, I like to once again announce that I'm going to be starting a new segment on Horror and Coffee about Star Wars called The Lightsaber Cafe, right?
Ooh.
And we're going to be talking all things Star Wars. I mean, the sky's the limit. I'm kind of like on the fence as to whether or not I'm going to do a pre-recorded version of it. Like it'll be this format with guests, but it wouldn't be live. Or not. You know, I kind of want to see which is more effective because with one I could add more graphics and stuff like that. And with one I can't do so much. I don't know. I think I might go back and forth on it and get a sense of what has more traction. So I'm going to wait and see. But the idea is that we're going to talk all stuff Star Wars. Everything from lightsabers to is George Lucas the worst director or not? You know, like, how can we get rid of Kathleen Kennedy? Can we just send her away and she never comes back? You know, that kind. You know, every kind of topic you could talk about. You know, I want to discuss. I think this should be a free, all-out topic. It will be like an hour long, and we'll just have a good time with it. You know, like especially for the hardcore Star Wars fans that really get into it. You know, so I'm just pushing that out there. I want to start. Actually, Nate, since you're here, let me ask you this. and this would be for the actual live streams of this thing called the Lightsaber Cafe. You guys do your shows every other Monday, right?
Yes.
You know what? I'm thinking about like filling in that empty Monday slot
On the other
when
one?
you guys aren't on. That will help because for those of our because we both have common
Yeah, for the crossover
subscribers.
people.
Yeah,
That would
we're
help
like-
me actually to keep in track, to tune in as well. So if you do that,
Yeah, some people,
and
you
it's
know,
Frankie's off Mondays, so he'll be able to watch both.
there you
every-
go. That would be cool.
Upset.
You know, like because the
And you
people are gonna be
participate.
like, man, Geeks and Flicks ain't on tonight. I'm bored. And then, oh wait, horror and coffee. Oh wait, lightsaber, Star Wars. Okay, you know. So I want to see if I can like set the balance right.
Yeah,
with
we
that.
do every other at this point.
That sounds cool. I like that.
Yeah, we dialed it back. We're every other week.
Oh yeah, understood.
I was like, this
You
is
know,
too much. I'm
it was
like, I
too
can't. Listen, I'm glad we're doing late night talk because at late night is when all the truth comes out. And
there's no alcohol involved right now.
no,
which
no,
is
no,
None.
no, just
Boom,
tiredness,
nothing.
just tiredness. It just
Just
brings out the
lemonade.
truth.
lemonade.
And I was like, look, I love doing this show.
Mm-hmm.
I love our chat. I think they're
Mhm.
fun. I love everybody that comes out every week. We don't have a huge audience, but I feel like we have a pretty loyal audience. Like
Yeah.
the same people are there every single week.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
And I love doing shows for them. But I'm like, dude, I work 40 hours, not at home. I know a lot of people would work from I don't work from home. So I go to an office and I
Yeah.
don't even work 40 hours. I work like 10-hour days, 5 days. So I'm not home much.
Wow.
So it gets to the point of like, okay, when I do get home, so like day in the life, right? Let's say go through the week. Monday,
Mhm.
I work 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. I come home, I have a little time to eat, maybe some time to prep, and then I got to do a live show. Tuesday, we record the podcast. So it's basically the same exact day, 8 a.m. till 6
Mhm.
p.m. Come home, eat, record 2 podcast episodes. Wednesday's my free day. I do nothing. I could just chill, watch movies, whatever. Thursday, I have to go to the theater to see the new releases to do video reviews for that go up that week.
Right.
And then Friday, and then it's the weekend. And then I have the weekends. But then on the weekends, I have to watch the movies that I have to record Monday and Tuesday. So
Yep.
I didn't always get a chance to watch just stuff I wanted to,
Right.
unless I have a day where I just watch like 8 movies, which look, I'm not complaining. If I get a chance to just sit at home and not go outside and watch movies, I'm in Florida, it's hot. I just stay indoors, watch movies.
Binge
but-
watch. Do it.
Yeah. But at the same time, it's like, I want to have a life too. So I told Alex, I was like, listen, bro, we got to switch to every other week. There's so many live streams now. There's like everyone goes live multiple times a week. I'm not burnt out, but I also could use the break. So, and it works
You
for
don't
him
want to get
too.
to that point. Yeah.
Yeah, and he got kids, so it's like you can have the other Mondays, and then we have a more focus on pre-recorded video. So like I record a lot of videos now on my phone. Takes me 6 minutes, record it, I send them to him, he edits them, and then those go up during the week. And the channel's doing better with us doing less live shows and more pre-recorded shows.
Really?
So-
That's interesting. Okay. Maybe
Yeah,
because of the editing?
I think it's because they're shorter. The live show's at least an hour
Right.
well, it was every week. And now we do the live show about an hour and a half. If they go over, we don't mind as much because we know we're not going to do it next week.
Mhm.
It gives us room to add extra, like if we want to do a special show, like we're doing an Indiana Jones show. Now we can do that because we're not recording every single Monday. So it opens things up, but I think the pre-recorded stuff is cool because they're, 5 to 8 minutes. They're quick, boom, review. It's usually just reviews. So anyway, that's a little story behind why we went every other week. I know that was like a long rant, but
No,
yeah, if you want to fill in the
you're
gaps.
but what's funny? You're making a good point because,
Yep.
and I've seen this on YouTube. Like, I've seen certain channels where the person is, I don't know how they're doing it, but they're putting like 5 things on a day or something weird like that, something exaggerated.
Yeah.
And I get sick of it and I just stop. I'm like, you know what? I know it's too much.
Yeah.
It's like
You know?
going live every day. Listen, if that's
No,
what
no,
you
not
do
even
for a
live.
living,
I don't
or
think
whatever
it's
the
live.
case. I know
Yeah.
people who, because it's their living and, good for them, they go on every day. But that's how they make their money.
That's how
'Cause
they make their money.
They don't work a
Fine.
traditional job. So I understand and respect that. That's commitment.
That's great. If we were full-time YouTubers, I put a video
Yes.
out every day because I'm home all day because this is my
Yep.
income. Well,
There you
I'm
go.
not. And I have a job where I have to like talk to people a lot, like
Yeah.
on phones, and I don't always want to come and then talk for another hour
Right.
plus.
Your energy, you just want to recuperate,
Yeah.
reset, and all that. Yeah, I hear you. I
Yeah,
totally agree.
and
Yeah.
and Ralph, I agree, and yes, there are people even who do like 3 or 4 live shows a week, and I'm like, I can't imagine. They're long, I feel like our live show is pretty short comparatively because I've seen these ones that are 2 hours, 2.5. I'm gonna be on one tomorrow night, not to plug or anything, but I'm gonna be on one tomorrow night.
Go ahead,
And-
plug.
I'll plug it later. I already know it's gonna be over 2 hours. It's gonna be over 2 hours, and I'm on the East Coast, and a lot of these people are West Coast. So for them, we're done by, I don't know, like 9 p.m. For me, it's 11:30. It's like now. And instead of starting now, or even though it's late, I haven't been doing this all day. To be sitting there for hours and hours talking at the end of the day, it's like, man, I'm looking forward to it, but at the same time, I don't know how they do it so often. I
Right.
really don't.
Right. Gotcha.
Lots
Yeah.
of prep. Lots of prep and lots of coffee.
And yeah, absolutely. I mean, again, everybody has their pace, and
Yeah.
I think it's healthy to have a healthy pace. Oh, Exorcist
Yeah.
Reviews says, I wish I could put more videos out. Once a week would be ideal. I'm lucky if I get one out every 3 months. Yes, and some people struggle with it. Like for
Yeah.
me,
Yeah.
it was a struggle for me to put stuff out for the last couple of months because of my illnesses. It's been,
Yeah.
now I'm kind of like getting back to it. Have you seen my shirt?
Nice.
The way
Very
and it says counselor in the bottom,
Uh.
which is funny because I am a counselor.
See my
I'm a school-
shirt?
I'm a school counselor.
Can you see my shirt? It's kind
No,
of dark.
it's kind of
It's
dark.
black.
It's all
But
black.
look-
Oh, I
look-
see. It's Batman.
Oh,
I see the Batman symbol vaguely.
Vaguely,
Mario.
yeah.
The Mario
Yeah.
Brothers.
It's fine. That's great. Speaking of Batman, you
Yes.
guys, I know you saw Flash. I saw your review on it, Nate.
Yes.
Marty, what?
No.
You haven't seen it yet?
No.
Oh no!
She
look,
said the
she's
last movie she saw was
outing.
Mario, which was like in March.
Oh my god! No, the last one we actually saw was Evil Dead Rise. Remember, Marty?
Correction. Yeah, thank you. The last movie,
Which
sorry.
was April.
For Frankie's birthday.
Right.
Yeah, thank you. So technically, forgive me.
1
yes,
month
the
later.
last one was 1 month later. Yeah, it was Evil Dead Rise. I did a review, not a review. I did like a little after something. Well, you saw it, I think. Like, yes, I started off with Dead by Dawn.
It was great.
I love
It's
that
great.
movie.
It was pretty good. I reviewed it.
Mhm.
It was a rainy day. Like it rained. Like it was like
Yeah,
the
like-
floodgates were open.
Seriously, yep. Great.
Um,
Very fitting.
yeah, very
atmosphere.
fitting. I was like, what the heck? Frankie's like, no sex, Ralph equals death because of the shirt. I'm a camp counselor, so the whole. Yeah, which is funny because I didn't look at it initially from that perspective. I was just thinking it was a cute thing because I am a counselor, not a camp counselor per se, but the whole, anyway,
Yeah.
whatever. So, but I get what Frankie was going at with that. No, it's actually Evil Dead Rise is on HBO Max now.
Yeah, no,
If you
we saw it
haven't.
at home like a billion times already. My brother loves. My brother's funny. It freaks
I
him
bought it.
out, but he'll watch horror movies as long as I'm with him. It's the weirdest thing.
You okay,
Like,
Nate?
Yeah.
is he okay?
Yeah, I'm here.
He's
My
okay?
brother and I will watch horror
Buy
movies
it?
too. It's like that's our bonding, if that makes any sense. Like that's not his thing,
And-
but he'll watch it if I'm with him. If that makes sense.
It's funny how horror movies help bond a lot of people. Oh wait.
I know.
Side Hustle Cinema says, what has been your favorite movie this year so far? That's a good question.
Oh.
Ooh,
So
tough one for me.
let's start with Mari. Mari, what has been your favorite movie this year so far? 2023.
Tough because I've only seen 2.
Really?
Wow. You didn't see John Wick 4? Nothing?
No, listen, times are tough.
Okay.
So, it's
I
not
get
it's not
that.
that I don't want to, believe me. I would go to every premiere, midnight showing, or whatever. date night, whatever you want to call it, I will go. But yeah, it's been the last between the last two, I really like Mario Bros because it was fun. But I'm the horror fanatic, so it has to be, Evil Dead Rises. It was fun. It was great. Her line was it? Mommy's with the maggots now, I'm dying. And the other
Mommy's
one,
with the maggots
now. And the other one, she goes, I'm free, you goddamn titty sucking parasites. I died with that. Did you hear me cracking up when I
Yes,
see?
I remember that. I was like, "What is this? Oh my god!"
I said, "Yep."
That was
It
crazy.
feels like that sometimes.
The stress. Nate,
Yep.
what's yours? What's your favorite movie so far this year?
It's hard because, so if I'm thinking of like movies that I scored really high, there's 3 that come to mind. And then as far as picking from one of those 3, I loved John Wick 4. I gave it a 10 out of 10. I didn't have any problems with it really. But then I'm like, okay, I also gave I just saw Spider-Verse recently, and I gave that a 10 out of 10. I thought it was perfect. However, was it yesterday? It was yesterday. I went to see a new A24 movie called Past Lives. I don't know if you guys have heard of this. Past Lives?
Probably.
No.
Okay. It is, I gave it a 9 out of 10, but I thought about it way more than I thought about those other movies afterward. So it almost makes me feel like, even though I didn't score it quite as high, maybe it's just because it was the genre. I don't know. It's not always my genre because it's a drama.
Okay.
But man, it is great. It is great, and I will have it will be in my top 2 or 3. So I'm gonna say John Wick 4. No. I'm gonna say Spider-Verse. I'm gonna say Spider-Verse probably my favorite, but Past Lives by the end of the year it could change because it's a beautiful film, and I think Ralph, you would like it. It's because it's set in New York. It's very New York like. It's about this synopsis. Quick, it's about this lady. She's from Korea. She immigrates to America when she's 12. And before she immigrated, she had this friend who was a boy. They they had a little crush on each other. They're kids, you're 12 years old, right? But in Korea, I guess it's, their parents were like going to put them together and all this kind of stuff. They separate. 12 years later, they reconnect. And he still lives in Korea. She lives in New York. She's a playwright. They reconnect. And then stuff happens. And then another 12 years passes and they reconnect. So it kind of visits them every 12 years, coming in and out of each other's lives. But the writing is so good. It feels real. You feel like you're watching real people and not actors. And I thought it was fantastic.
They act really well.
Yeah. I think it was fantastic. I will highly recommend it. It's getting pretty much everyone's giving it good reviews, but even if you don't love dramas, there's a lot to it that's really good. Cinematography is great. The music, the setting. I love New York. They go around. They go to Brooklyn Bridge. They walk around. Like, I just love movies set in New York. So I think it was great. So it's probably my number 2.
You know what? Listening to you mentioning the word New York, I just realized I have seen other films, but at home when they're released at home.
Okay.
And it was Scream 6 and Subspecies 5.
Subspecies?
I've never even heard of Subspecies 1. I didn't know there was 5 of them.
I know, me too. I'm like, what is that? Where is that?
Subspecies 11. It was really
It's a vampire.
Frankie, I put the link right there. Click on it
join.
with the iPad.
Did you see Megan? I know you're horror. You didn't watch
Megan? Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. See, I'm thinking like movies as in going out to the theaters, but I keep forgetting I watch them at home too. So yes, correction. I have seen more than 2. Correction.
Okay.
Megan, I saw. It was interesting. My daughter wants to be.
Yeah, that one was.
She wants to be Megan, my daughter, for Halloween.
We're definitely gonna make a part 2. That thing made.
Can't she do the dance? Can't you?
She'll learn. She's in gymnastics, so she'll learn. She's very agile, as all 6-year-olds should be. So
that's a creepy dance, yo. Yeah. I was like, that works. That works.
Yeah.
You know what I saw this? Actually, I put a review up a few days ago. The Boogeyman.
I saw your review. I like that movie too. I thought it was good.
It was good. It was creepy as hell. Oh my god!
They don't make good monster movies.
No.
They don't.
Lately. And it's a monster movie.
Yo, I left the lights on in the house for a while when I got home. I was like,
you want to laugh?
That opening scene is so creepy.
yeah, I wanted to crazy glue all the closets.
Yeah, the way the camera's moving, the sound effects. They didn't really show anything really. And it was
Here
cool.
we go.
Laugh?
Hold on. We got
guys
another
wanna
guest
laugh?
here joining
Oh, we
us.
do? Okay.
Mari, hold on to your hats.
My baby.
There she is. There he is.
Oh.
How are you a horror fan and you don't know subspecies?
I don't. I know species.
You're killing me, Ralph.
I know species. Is it?
Radu, the vampire, the bloodstone.
Oh, you need to come. Listen, sir, you need to come here. He's on
Low
vacation
budget,
2
good
weeks.
horror films.
Where
Exactly.
where is it on? Like
Full
what
Moon
stream?
Pictures.
Full Moon Pit, yeah.
No.
Oh,
You need
yeah,
to come
the-
here. Listen, you
The
need
first
to come
one was in
here.
1991.
Right.
Mhm.
Is it on Shutter or something?
It's
Tubi,
Maybe.
probably.
Could be. Can maybe.
oh,
To
it's
be or
only
not to be?
streaming on the app. Full Moon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
For now-
subspecies, and it's vampire related, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
can rent it on Amazon Prime. It looks like.
It's not great. It's low budget, but you know.
But it's
it's
fun.
good,
It's
cheesy
the
shit.
it's fun, cheesy shit that it's nostalgic and you will love because it's fucking good,
Like
cheesy
trauma
shit that you'll
films.
love. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna
Lots
give-
of blood and a lot of
I got 5 movies to watch now.
You should listen. You should come here. Frankie's vacation is coming up before you know. You should come here and make it a date night.
Sure.
Come in, we'll binge watch the whole film. The old films. Be great.
Oh no, I don't know if I could go through all 5. I'm gonna be. I gotta go to sleep. I'm tired. I'm gonna be drooling and everything. I'm gonna be a complete mess. It's not like I'm not 25 anymore, man. Back in our remember how you could just break night?
I still do.
Remember those days? You still
still
do.
do.
Good. Well, good for you, but I can't.
No, not me. I'm tired. I don't fight it. I go to bed.
There
Yeah,
you
no,
go.
but I don't get tired. Here's the thing. I don't get tired. I mean, he works overnight, so it is what it is. It's not like he's Franking
With
night.
a little
but-
help from Herb.
Yes, the health benefits. I've heard of
that
that.
helps.
Oh,
yeah.
it's a
Does
great
other
quick
things.
plant.
So I was talking. So I was talking about earlier about the Star Wars show.
You should
that
get
I'm gonna
Frankie
be
on,
putting
by the way.
So I really want to do that, and you know, like I would also show off lightsabers like this one.
Is that a lightsaber, Ralph?
But this
Oh,
is
Frank-
actually a cheap imitation of the Luke one. The Luke one, the from Return of the Jedi.
He wants to
This
look,
one-
look at it. Look.
Cody didn't get it.
Wait,
Oh.
this one is more genuine.
You have two of them, Ralph.
Well, this one's more genuine.
Look, he's in love.
Now, what is it you wanted to do?
I'm sorry, what?
What is it you want to do?
I'm gonna be doing a show called The Lightsaber Cafe,
Oh,
where we talk Star Wars stuff.
Are you gonna like eat paninis while you do it? That way, it's like a cafe. Like it's actually like
No,
a
it's
cafe.
well,
Blue milk. You should be drinking blue
You gotta
milk.
do. You got.
I gotta
Ralph,
drink
you
blue
gotta-
milk.
No, Ralph, you gotta take your mind and you gotta take it to the next level. When
I'm
you come
not
up with
so
your ideas.
creative.
You gotta be
I
like,
can help you with that.
we're gonna call it the Lightsaber Cafe, and we're all gonna have some sort of cafe item: a coffee, a donut, a pastry of some sort.
Sure, I can
You
have
have
that
to.
here.
Yeah,
Would you,
gotta
consider having a kid on the show, like a cameo and all that good stuff? Like, for example, our son, he loves Star Wars.
He can come on, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. You know, because I got my Star Wars stuff right here. I got let's see. I got my Millennium Falcon,
Nice.
right?
Oh, okay.
I got my R2D2.
Forget all that. Where's Vader?
Yeah. Oh, I have the mask way up there. Sold away in the back. Oh, it'd be too much for me to.
By the way, is Disney? Yeah, Obi-Wan.
You didn't like it.
No, the whole Vader thing I enjoyed.
Yeah, I was gonna tell you he enjoyed that.
Mandalorian in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Then
Third
Shit.
season didn't
shit.
fall too well.
I didn't even watch
Another
it.
Lucas property, Willow. Shit.
You know what I think? I
So I've
think
heard.
that the
Woke.
the reason why the Mandalorian season 3 didn't do so well is because they were kind of like just setting that as the leeway for the Ahsoka series, because it happens in the same timeline, and they're going to that, and so they're building up to something there.
Well, we're getting new Star Wars movies, so
Oh God, please! I don't even want to go see the one about Rey. I'm like, no.
I think it's
It's just-
weird that they decided to really still
after all the
plant their
crap
flag on that character.
they
Yeah,
heard
I think it's
after
weird.
after all the lashback of everybody it sucked and this you know, and everybody's saying that, and hey, let's make another Ray movie. I'm like, have you people not been listening?
They're not listening to the woke shit.
It's nobody's listening to that.
And
Nobody wants it.
I think it's unfortunate for Daisy Ridley because I like her. I think she's likable. I think she's a likable actress. I think she's fine in those movies. It's not her fault. She didn't write it. You know what I mean? So it sucks for her because I think she's talented enough to do it. But the way they write it, you know, a struggleless, no problems, a master, wakes up in the morning, master Jedi. Doesn't need the training, doesn't need anything. And I'm not even a Star Wars fan like that. And even I not Darth,
you know, Jedi
I'm
Mary Sue, basically.
Yeah, I'm like, I can see where this is going.
Yeah.
And
now, the other two movies, I'm more like, the Rise of the Jedi Order.
Or Last Jedi?
Which kind of irks me. No. It says the Rise of, like,
the new ones, you mean?
No. It goes back 25,000 years on how the Jedi started. Which is weird because they said it starts 25,000 years before. I'm like, I thought it was like over 100,000 years. Where did you pull that number out?
What year is Star Wars in?
What do you mean?
What year is it set? Like, when is it?
Oh, it's expanded from, I mean, technically, movie-wise, it expands from a good, 50, 60 years at this point? Because
I think he's asking what time frame does it take place? Like,
yes,
we're in the year 2023.
What year are they at?
They never did. They never said it.
They never said.
Well,
yeah, I don't think so.
It's kind of in a different galaxy.
But what I mean is to say something's 25,000 years earlier, you had to have some sort of point of when it was.
Well, they've done that with books and comics.
Okay,
so they've made incredible stories. I have a couple of them. You know, like for instance, I'll give you an example. There's a story about this guy named Darth Bane, who began the Order of Two. You know, you remember in the Phantom Menace when they were talking about when Yoda was like, you know, there's only two, no more, no less, a master and an apprentice, nobody else. Darth Bane was the one who started that 1,000 years before the events that we've seen in the movies.
So
the
timeline, in other words.
The Sith have been hiding in secrecy for about 1,000 years, and finally, you know.
All right, Ralph. Let's see how much of a nerd you are.
Sure.
Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, is set in 32 BBY. What is that?
Before the Battle of Yavin, which was
you're legit. You're legit.
Yeah, which is the fight in the first Star Wars film to blow up the Death Star.
Yeah, because it says that the original trilogy takes place during 0 BBY to 4 ABY.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's ABY. Hey, Tony Movie Chappie is here.
Hey, Tony's still awake.
Tony is here. Tony's awake. I'm telling you. I actually thought I was going to be here all alone for the most part. I mean, you know, Marty was already down. But, look who else is here. Hi, Lenore. Good evening, good morning to everyone. You know, again, this is called the not the horror hour, the hangout hour. We're hanging out. We're shooting the breeze. We're talking all this stuff about different stuff.
Testing Ralph's Star Wars.
Yeah, he was testing my Star Wars
Making sure he's
knowledge
legit.
and stuff. BBY and ABY and BC. And,
but we don't know where that is in relation to our timeline. It's not. It's just totally
because it's in another galaxy far, far away. It has nothing to do with us. It's fantasy. Okay.
It's like Star Trek. You know, they say star date and then they put some numbers.
but at least with Star Trek, you do have a point of reference because it's of here. It's Earth. It's set 24th century, 200 years after us.
So that's what I was trying to get at. But apparently this is just totally this is fantasy.
It's like saying, well, where in the timeline is Lord of the Rings? Like, when did the Battle of Mordor take place in relation to the Declaration of Independence? No, you can't do that.
Compare.
Before. It's fantasy. It's another world.
Fair.
You know,
Fair.
that's why.
Just thought I would ask, but you explained it very well.
Well, look at Tony Movie Chappie. He says Star Wars is such a shit show right now. It's just hard to get excited for anything anymore. And a lot of people think that way, and a lot of people feel that way. You know, like the announcements of. I mean, to be honest with you, I am kind of hyped for the Ahsoka series.
I'm not.
Why not?
Shit.
Have you ever seen? Wait, have
She's
you ever?
cute. I love her. Yeah, I love her as that character. She kicks ass, but
Did you see Star Wars Rebels?
some.
I'm intrigued
You see,
because who
that's
was
why.
playing that?
You have to in order, and this is where it
I'll
gets-
catch up with all this on vacation.
Yeah. Star
Wait, is it
Wars
the same
Rebels-
writers?
I
Rebels
think-
in this?
I
Because
think
it was
so.
not, it doesn't
I
matter.
think so. I think
Okay.
so. Yeah, you know, because Star Wars Rebels really covers the setting for what eventually becomes what we're gonna watch in the Ahsoka series, both Star Wars Rebels and The Mandalorian to a certain extent. It's kind of like moving to that, and that's why I'm kind of hyped for it personally. You know, because
I like the fact that that's another Latino in either horror or sci-fi. As you know, that's my baby. The whole Latino horror thing we did, I love that. Even if it's a horror, the fact that she's Puerto Rican and the other guy is Chilean.
Rosario's Puerto Rican,
I get
right?
it. Oh yeah, she's Puerto
Half.
Rican, black, and she's
Oh,
Puerto Rican.
half.
She's Puerto Rican. She's Puerto Rican to me, but she's,
I remember her
Technically-
from Kids, the movie, the film Kids.
Wow, Kids and other films. Yeah. She's Puerto Rican, black, and Irish. Beautiful girl. I love her work. I do. That's what she gets her name.
She's done
Dawson.
a lot of good stuff. She's
Dawson. Her dad's the Irish guy because her last name is Dawson. So
She's cute too.
Tony Movie Chat as Kathleen Kennedy as head of Lucasfilm, then Star Wars is doomed until she leaves. These are the topics I'm looking to discuss for the Lightsaber Cafe.
You gotta have Tony on.
you
I
should
will
He
have
got
discuss.
Tony on.
Listen,
Tony's got opinions.
He does.
you know what I think you should discuss as well, that it's so poignant, and I know Frankie would participate, maybe even lead it if you will. The psychology of Darth Vader, Anakin, why he becomes Darth Vader.
That is a
that-
good topic.
From when to when. That's something similar to what I did in college a couple of years ago, Monroe. I did my research project.
Mhm.
I did for psychology the 4 enduring issues of psychology, and I applied them each to the psychology of Batman.
Tony
guess
wants
who-
to join the live stream.
And
But I-
guess,
said,
and
put
guess
me
who
on
got
right
an A plus
now.
on that baby? I did. I got an
Get him
A+
on your
that
new
work.
show, and he said, "Put me on right now."
he wants to go on. He wants to get on now. Tony Movie
You
Chat
gotta
will be
read
hanging
about
out
that.
at night.
I
All
gotta
right.
send you the paperwork so you can read it when you have some downtime. I think you'll like. I got an A plus on
I
that.
would love to read it. I
The
would love to
foreign,
actually.
yeah, it's
that
the
would be
foreign.
interesting.
Was it?
That is definitely something we can discuss. Tony,
Yep.
I am putting the link right there. Feel free to join us.
It was the 4 enduring issues of psychology applied to Bruce Wayne and why he becomes Batman and which is he really, one or the other.
Okay.
And I did a
Okay.
lot of research, my own. I mean, from what I know, and then my own understanding. And of course, I spoke to Frankie many a nights on his perspective and how he relates to that character for 8 interviews, and so I got an A plus. At first, listen, you want to hear a fun fact? The psychologist, he was thinking I meant the 1960s version of Batman. He goes, God, no. I was like, no, I said, Professor so-and-so, give me a chance. Let me prove to you what I'm saying. He's like, you know what? All right, go ahead. So I did my work. I was up fanatically all night. I kept Batman's hours, literally. And yeah, I got an A plus on that.
Great.
It's my baby. It's my other baby.
Oh,
Yeah.
very good, very good. You know, so there it is, ladies and gentlemen. There's so much more to discuss here. You know, you got the Star Wars thing, you got and I'm sure Tony might want to discuss that. But there is another topic I want to discuss briefly, and we've brought this up before in the past, but I think it's a good topic because I'm still waiting for the first trailer to drop for this. I'm talking about Exorcist.
16 June.
I'm talking about Exorcist. Like, when is
When
are we gonna see our first trailer for this?
Yeah, I don't remember
I have
seeing
no
any.
clue.
What's the release date?
October.
13th.
So
Am
then
I
we'll
right?
probably start playing the trailers in
August,
August.
maybe this month, towards the end.
If they start playing it now,
Maybe.
you're gonna see it before every movie for 3 months. You're not even gonna want to watch it anymore. You're gonna be sick of it.
They already have Halloween stuff out in certain places, so go figure.
There was a movie that was
Same
like that.
idea.
What was it? Evil Dead. Evil Dead Rise. By the time it came out, I was just happy it was out, so I didn't have to see the trailer anymore. I was like, I've seen this trailer. It plays before every single movie, regardless of genre, regardless of anything. It plays. So I was very happy when it finally released. I was like, yes, more.
Excuse me, guys.
Yeah, no
Evil Dead.
worries. Oh my God, I guess that holds true. I mean, even if it's a quick teaser, I just want to get a sense. Now, I know
It's
there
a
was
sequel, right?
Yeah, it's a sequel to the original 1973, ignoring all the other films.
So they're going Halloween route.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's the same people. In fact, they're doing a trilogy.
Fingers
They're just
crossed.
doing the same exact thing they did to
The
Halloween.
same exact thing they did to
Yeah.
Halloween, which
I'm
is
out.
basically Wreck-It, which
I'm out.
pisses me off.
I'm out. Yeah.
Yeah, it upsets me because why do
Fingers
you want
crossed.
to really want to do that? No, I like there
You
was
know-
a screening in New York not too long ago where people were like, no.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Forgot about that. That's
Exorcist
right. Thank you
Review
for that.
says
Yes,
I've been
yes,
checking
yes.
for the Exorcist trailer every day.
Yes.
Exorcist
yes.
And I
Reviews
hope
is on
what I-
it's on the
And
case.
It was bad. The reviews are bad. Yeah.
I hope what I say is not disrespectful to Exorcist reviews, but if there's one movie that should not have ever been a franchise, it's The Exorcist. It is. It's a perfect standalone horror film.
Mhm.
I like The Exorcist 3, but it has nothing to do with The Exorcist.
I
Really.
disagree. I mean, there is a
minimal.
connect.
There's a link. There's a link.
But the movie
wasn't
can exist
necessary.
without the link, is what I mean. It could
Yeah.
it could be a standalone.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
That I
That's what I
agree.
mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like a direct continuation.
Right.
And Exorcist 2 is horrible.
God.
And then the
makeup is
prequel,
horrendous.
Dominion or whatever,
Oh
horrible.
God, that was
Which
horrible.
they had to redo, which is ridiculous. They had
One
to
and
redo
three.
it.
That's it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
three is
In a
an
nutshell,
awesome
yes.
movie, but it would have been
Yes.
awesome without being called The Exorcist 3. Is kind of my.
It
pick.
should have
So-
been called what it was
Legion.
in the book Legion. Exactly.
Yeah.
You know?
and it would have worked. It was great. Brad Dourif is awesome in there, and it's a great film. But
Fantastic.
it does not need to be a series or a sequel or a remake or any of those things.
Lenore says Linda Blair is in it, but don't know if it's just a cameo. Now, there has been talk that she's in it. I did a live stream on that when I found out. So we'll
Yeah, I
see.
remember. Yeah.
And the Exorcist Review says, Nate, you are right. Blatty felt like the story ended when Karras fell down those steps. And, well, was it Blatty or was it... Let me ask this. Was it Blatty or was it William Friedkin who said the story ended? I'm a little confused because didn't Blatty write and direct and make that movie?
3. Yeah.
3, yeah, you know.
Mhm.
So that's the thing I want to...
But again, I can't help but feel like it wasn't supposed to be an Exorcist movie, and the studio was like, "Hey, do something here where it's really there's some sort of tie for the name recognition." I mean, IP is not a new.
I don't
concept.
think he wanted to call it that. I think
Right.
they forced that on.
Yeah,
the
I-
titles to get more people to. Ooh, I was the Exorcist. You know.
That's
that
what
whole thing.
That's what I'm
Right.
guessing is.
Because let me tell you, I got sucked in. You know, Tony, you said you're coming in a bit. All right. Just be advised that I'm gonna be ending this in about 12 minutes because it's called the Hangout Hour, and I want to kind of keep to that because otherwise I'll be here till 3 a.m. like this, and I don't want that.
So according to
So-
this, it says Linda Blair. She's on she's on like the official cast list. So I'm assuming she's in it. And Ellen
Yes.
She
Burstyn.
probably has a pivotal yet small role, or a small role that's pivotal.
Maybe they'll kill her off like they did Luke Skywalker in Episode 8.
Did I say that right?
For the old lady from that horrible Texas Chainsaw Massacre on Netflix.
Yeah,
It's-
yeah.
What a
that
piece
too.
of shit.
Thank you, Frankie. Me and Ralph got into
Oh.
a whole debate about it. He's telling me it's not that bad, and I'm like, it is horrible. It is absolutely horrible.
What kind
We
of
got in an
coffee drinking,
argument.
Ralph?
I didn't say. Wait a minute. What's going on?
When you came on my show
Yeah.
and you tried to tell me that the Texas Chainsaw on Netflix wasn't that bad. That's
It
what you were
wasn't.
saying. It was though.
Listen,
was
you know what
horrible.
made it for me? That bus scene.
Look at that.
You're getting canceled, man. Oh, look.
Look
Yeah.
at that.
Yeah, I
She's a
have a
bitch.
picture like that too. Funny enough.
She's a bitch, though.
Yes. So I heard.
And he pretty much told it to listen, he pretty much told it to her face what he just said. So yeah.
That Texas Chainsaw sucked.
It wasn't like the best thing since sliced bread, but
It was the
Well, I
worst
think-
thing since sliced bread.
I
It was-
think the ending
The
was,
original, that's it.
yeah, the end of the original was always gonna. Again, there's movies that can be one. I should make a list of one and done horror films that should just have been by itself.
It'll be a long list.
Oh, here comes Tony. I got Tony. Let me bring Tony
Think
in.
you can make a
Tony.
really
Hey,
How are you, Tony? How are you?
yeah, I'm doing good.
You're up at this hour too, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not tired yet.
Yeah, I'm. You know, it's. I decided to do this hangout thing. You know, because I didn't want to go to bed yet, and I didn't want to watch anything. So I figured, you know what? Let me just.
Well, I'm
get
getting
on.
paid to watch you.
Who's getting paid to watch what?
I'm at work.
Must be nice. I wish I was getting paid to be on here. Ralph, throw me some couple
I
shekels.
didn't-
Cash at me.
I don't have any money.
I'm out of here. That was good. It was nice talking with you. It was good seeing everybody. I
don't
thought
have
this
any
was
money.
paid.
Exorcist review says I'm almost under the impression that Linda Blair might appear in a post credit to get us excited for the next film. Yeah, they might.
That's
do
what I said. Yeah.
that-
So
that's
saying
very
maybe
that's
small
very-
but pivotal.
That's very
Pivotal, I
Marvel
think
of
you're right.
them. Yeah.
It's
That
very
would be-
franchise of them.
That's very franchise of them to do that. Imagine that.
Yeah.
You know, Lenore's laughing. You see, she's laughing. There you go. See the emojis. So that's another movie that I know myself. I'm gonna go see it. I know I'm gonna go see it, even though I'm walking in there with the lowest of expectations.
Like the new Omen.
Yeah, well, I haven't
You know,
heard
I was-
anything of that yet. I haven't heard anything. Maybe.
Yeah, you
Salem's
know, I
Lot,
was also gonna ask you, like,
nothing.
why do you think they haven't like released a trailer yet for The Exorcist, or like released like still images?
Well, like we mentioned earlier, there was a private screening of it.
Yeah, test
here
screening.
in New York, but that's as far as it went. I think they're trying to, based on the audience's reaction to that test screening, figure out how to make those things. So that way because a lot of people said, "Oh, it sucked." So now, yeah.
They'll probably
So
remake it.
so
whatever they don't
right,
Gonna
you know,
reshoot the whole thing.
or reshoot
Like they
or
did
whatever.
with the Legion, the Exorcist, the other one, yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, the Dominion
Or
one.
if they have to put the, or if they have to push the movie back.
Well, we haven't heard that yet, and it's getting
Mm.
close.
Salem's Lot was supposed to be out already.
Yeah.
You read my mind. I was about to mention that.
Yeah,
Salem's
yeah,
Lot
thinking same
was
thing too,
is
yeah.
a movie that was supposed to come out, and it kind of like disappeared. And,
October, I'm hearing.
yeah. And, oh, great! Another October. Salem's Lot, The Exorcist.
They should all come out in
Yeah.
October.
Lenore
Yeah.
says one and done. Poltergeist. It's true. I agree. Part 2.
Oh yeah,
was
definitely.
stupid. Part 3.
Definitely.
I still
was
haven't seen
even More
Poltergeist.
stupid. Huh?
I still haven't seen Poltergeist, but I have 1 and 2, and I have the remake on Blu-ray. But
Okay.
I'm probably gonna like,
Take the remake and throw it in the garbage.
yeah, I'm gonna
what
watch
he
it.
said. Don't bother with that. Just watch the first.
The
one.
remake was bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know me.
No, but Tony likes remakes. Tony likes
You like
remakes.
remakes,
He's the remake guy.
Yeah, look up there. I got a remake up in my little poster right there. I have
You
to
got a
click
lot
it.
of pictures up there, man. You got
Yeah,
a lot.
I got a lot of posters.
Yeah, I'm seeing that of all these.
If
What
you
all
like
of those?
Oh,
remakes,
looks like a record store.
can I say this? If you like remakes, then you probably, if you've seen it already, you like the remake of Fright Night too.
I heard
I've
that
never
was.
seen that one.
I heard that was okay.
I liked it.
Ugh.
You know, funny
I like
enough, I met Sam Raimi at the MegaCon, and I asked him because he was one of the producers of the remake, and I asked him like what he thought about it. He wasn't really too proud of it though. Like he thought that it could have been more original, but I don't know. That's
What,
That's
Fright
A
Night?
remake that could have been more original. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. It's a remake.
But the remake
yeah,
of Fright Night
I
I'm
know.
talking about, listen, the remake I'm talking about is not the one with Jerry Daniels being a remake. I'm talking about the remake that's like a reboot, if that makes any sense, with what's supposed
Colin
to
Farrell?
be. No, the other one.
Oh, I don't know about that one.
With Jerry, but as a female. They done like took was supposed to be his sister.
Has anyone ever watched Dexter?
Done?
I haven't.
I've seen it.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen
You
the
remember the crazy girlfriend that remember she pretty much I forgot what it was. What
Is
happened with
that
that?
Jennifer Carpenter?
She played the vampire in the sequel to Fright Night.
Yeah.
The reboot, remake, however you want to
The
fucking call
crazy
it.
bitch who fell in love with Dexter.
They took what they did. I saw that movie. I was with my friend, and I'm watching it because I know the original part 2. And I'm thinking, okay, it's gonna be a remake with little changes here and there regarding his sister, whatever. No, that's not his sister. That's not who she really is. As you guys know, that's not really. That's not
Oh,
Jerry.
Ralph.
That's somebody.
Yeah.
Not even her.
The original Fright Night Part 2 finally
Mm-hmm.
coming on Blu-ray.
Oh, okay. You know what's crazy? I never saw that one.
Oh my God.
I know.
No
There's a
Substance
lot of
Eve.
horror movies I haven't. That's why.
No Fright Night 2.
But
You
the
need to come
original
here, sir.
Fright Night 2
You
is
need
a
to
good
come
one.
here and
Yes.
date night. Let's go. We gonna hang.
Julie
binge night.
Carmen.
Let's go. Oof.
Fright Night
I
remake
follow
was
her.
okay. Love Colin Farrell, but he's no Chris Sarandon as Jerry.
No.
Dad.
Hell no. Never.
Yeah.
Never.
Speaking of
She's
Colin
very
Farrell,
welcome.
he was also in the Total Recall remake.
Total Recall remake. I haven't seen that one
Tony
either.
loves that movie.
Right.
Let me
Yeah,
guess.
I love
Never
it.
got it.
Ralph,
They
don't
hate
watch
it.
it. Don't
They
see
hate it, but I really like it.
It's not
Oh,
good.
okay. Fair enough.
No,
You
no,
were
not
saying?
just. I'm not the only one who hates it. Most
No, a lot of people
hate it.
do.
Yeah.
Frankie was saying something about Fright Night. Fright Night 2. Were you saying? Go ahead.
The original Fright Night 2
Yeah.
never got a DVD release
Yeah.
because of the Menendez brothers.
They didn't want
Look it up.
a
Yeah,
DVD
look it up.
We're in it?
You guys
Go
order
look. Yeah.
food?
Look.
Or does it have to do with like the storyline or something?
That was just the whole thing with the Menendez brother and that insanity. Yeah. Long story
No, I'm saying,
short. Look,
what? How did they like? What was the tie?
Apparently, they owned a film company or something. They had the rights to Fright Night 2. And then when they off their parents,
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll definitely do it.
Hey, you know what I just picked up recently? I wanted to tell you this, Nate, but I know you recommended this a while back, but remember this one?
I recommended that.
Yeah, you recommend that to me when we did our like ranking.
Oh, for the cyberpunk things.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think you will like it. I think you will. Like
Wait,
it.
have you seen it?
I have seen it.
Yeah.
Well, if I told you to watch it, probably
Because I haven't seen it in like a very long time. I think I remember I saw it back in the day with my dad at his apartment, but I don't know. I didn't really care for it when I first saw it, but who knows? Maybe something will happen on the second viewing. So
So you guys are saying that this one's really bad. Fright Night 2 New Blood from 2013
crap.
has a 17% audience score on Rotten Tomatoes.
it's such a shame because I was like, oh, okay, they might, change a little bits here and there, but stay true to who she is to Jerry in the timeline. No, what do? They keep Jerry as in Geraldine, right? They make her a professor, and then she is really. Did you guys? Well, my friend, you saw that, right? Yes, no.
Me?
No, you didn't see
Tony?
it, right?
I haven't
Who didn't see it?
Fright
haven't
Night
seen
2?
Okay,
No, I've only seen the remake.
Okay, well, no, I'm talking about
It's free
the-
on YouTube.
Yeah, go look on YouTube. I won't tell you.
If it's free on YouTube,
Hey, I was
Save
gonna
it,
ask you
yes,
this. Like,
sa-
was it
With
was
ads.
it released in theaters, or was it like one of those like
No,
straight
it was
to
a straight
DVD
to
movies?
it was a straight to DVD.
Straight to
Yeah,
DVD.
okay, well that makes sense.
Go to YouTube, watch. I can tell you.
So I
who
think
she
I've
really
heard
is.
of this. Like it's called Fright Night 2, but it's not a sequel to the remake. It's like
No.
another remake.
No,
No,
I thought it would be.
Lord have mercy.
'cause I saw female. Okay, his sister, but a little change, maybe a little. No, it's just.
And did
fresh.
you guys also hate the remake with Colin Farrell?
It was shit.
I liked who I saw. I liked him because I like was an actor. I think he's gorgeous. But and with fangs, I'm like,
You like?
God
I
damn
thought
it.
Anton Yelkin was pretty good in that movie.
Ralphie, real
he's
quick.
all right.
Horror related.
What happened?
Horror related, real quick. Julian Sands.
Oh, jeez.
Warlock.
Julian Sands?
You are
You don't
aware they
tell me
found
you
his
don't
body.
know.
Huh?
They found
dead.
his body. He's been missing.
You didn't know that?
Warlock.
What
Warlock.
happened?
Huh?
Yeah, I remember
He
him.
went
yeah.
hiking in the mountains
Yeah.
5 months ago, and the weather up there was very bad. And
Yeah.
they haven't found him since. They just recently found his body,
Oh my!
confirmed it's him.
Wow.
That is so sad, man.
Warlock, another great movie.
No, that I remember
Yes,
watching. That
great
movie was
film.
interesting.
Part 2 was good too.
I didn't see part 2.
Yep.
You know, I'm
Ralph's a
gonna
part
make a
one
list
kind of
of
guy. He's a
I'm
part
gonna
one
make-
kind of guy.
I'm gonna make
Unless
this.
it's
I'm a
Mike-
part
unless
one
it's
kind of
Unless
Halloween.
it's
guy.
Halloween, then
Two.
they watch Halloween 2.
Oh yeah, Halloween 2.
Halloween
Forget it.
2,
That's
that's
my
the thing.
baby right there. That's my baby.
Hey, I want to ask you: is that your favorite of the franchise?
As far as horror is concerned, I think so. Yeah. You know, well, next to The Omen. The Omen, God, it's hard. The Omen, I love to death. You know, which is
Even-
why I'm
even
trying to
part 4?
understand. Huh?
Even part 4.
No, don't do that.
That
I
Canadian,
don't
the
acknowledge.
Canadian
I do
TV
not
movie.
acknowledge that piece of garbage film, which every copy should be thrown in a pit and burned.
You know, I did like a watch through of that Scream Factory box set because
That's
I'd never seen it,
hilarious.
and I was
Yeah.
like, "What is this? This is
That's
not even
what
a
I'm
real movie.
saying.
Dude. Like,
It-
this is like a TV show. It was.
It
Yes.
was.
horrible.
It was
So
on
bad.
TV.
Yeah, it was in Canada.
Yeah.
It wasn't even an American.
It was
like,
And
yeah,
then
but
that's
they
his
brought.
daughter. Like,
it was a
I mean,
Canadian
okay.
TV movie, and it was
Yeah.
absolutely horrible.
It was a hot mess, and I hated it. It was
I mean, the
worst
fact that
thing.
she's his daughter, okay, I can get with that if they was to do that. But
No.
then she's born pregnant.
No.
It's
when
the
they
way they
did
did
that-
it.
What?
I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Born
Yeah.
How
Bird.
is she born
yeah.
Any
pregnant?
of like the sequels good because I've only seen the first one.
Well,
like
part
Omen
2
2.
and 3 are is
Okay.
Omen 2
worth
is
the
like
watch.
Final Destination. It's got like crazy kills. Like
Hey,
it was
That's
pretty good.
fun. That movie
Yeah,
was
we-
fun, yeah.
Yeah. 3 was Sam Neill.
Well, I mean, I expected,
it's
you know, I
okay.
expected
wasn't
once
like
he's a teen,
didn't
now
they do
he's
a remake
man.
of it?
I remember that.
Yes,
can
they
get- I go
did,
with
and that was good. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, they
remake.
did.
That was good.
2006, yeah, 2006, 2006. Yeah, he was a cutie patootie. Yeah.
It was.
They- yeah.
It was close. There was a lot
was
of
good.
things in there that made me think of the book.
Oh,
Which reminds me, there's a Omen 4, completely different. That's in novel. I read the novel back in when I was in high school, called Armageddon 2000, and it was nothing like that piece of garbage movie Omen 4. It was a completely different
She was
story,
awful.
but it had more of a connect, and it was more tied into the original.
Sounds like a
to the
sci-fi
first
movie.
three.
Armageddon.
so
2000.
Ralph, I'm gonna ask you like, which was Omen 4 or Jaws: The Revenge?
I'd rather
Oh.
watch Jaws: The Revenge.
Oh,
I at least enjoyed that.
At least Michael Caine is in that. You know, he's a good actor.
yeah, Michael Caine and Puff the Shark Wars, and it follows them. It's pretty. it's stupid.
Yeah, it's terrible. You know.
Yeah, bad.
So, guys and gals. Well, there's only one guy out there.
Gal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guys and gals.
Nowadays, you never know, Ralph.
Yeah, don't assume our genders, Ralph.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I offend
Come on.
somebody?
Don't
It's
do
gender
it.
violence. You
People
Oh
are
my
watching.
God,
violence.
I'm hurting somebody.
People are watching this.
Yeah, people are watching this. They're gonna.
They'll be all right,
I'm gonna get
listen.
canceled.
It's okay.
By the
Watch
way,
it.
any underrated
Like a TV
horror
show.
films? Oh, sorry.
Underrated horror film?
Yeah, like any underrated horror films you want to recommend or no?
Tony's like, give me something to watch at 1
Ralphie, be careful with the genders. Going to tuck it in, Ralphie.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's terrible. That was good. Let me see. Underrated.
Subspecies 5.
That.
Call back to earlier in the show.
Yeah, earlier in
Subspecies
the
5.
show,
Yeah.
Frankie and Marty was
I
like, "You gotta
mentioned,
watch
yeah.
Subspecies." I was like,
Yeah.
"What's Subspecies?" And they were really good.
Look at that. Pretty
There
good
it
makeup.
is, a vampire movie.
Yeah.
So
that's what
try
I
to
do.
find Subspecies, Tony.
Alright.
I'm gonna try to watch it too. I haven't seen it, so I'm gonna
You should
try
come serious. Come over and we'll watch it here. We got it. We can watch it together.
Okay.
There's 5 of them.
We can make it up.
Got a new
Fair
TV,
enough.
Ralph.
Anyway.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I mean,
I'm
underrated.
down.
Hey, I was gonna ask you, like, are you into found footage movie? Are you into found footage movies?
Not too much. Not too much. Like I feel like that.
There's one particular movie that I think you might like. It's called Apollo 18 right here. I have a poster right here.
Oh, I heard of that. I've seen
Yeah.
bits of it. I never saw the whole thing.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah,
Interesting.
so I heard they're on the moon and
Yeah, there's
running
aliens
around
on the
trying
moon.
to,
It's
like,
pretty,
I'm
it's pretty
like-
terrifying.
yeah.
I saw
So-
that at the theater with the double feature of Shark Night 3D. It was one of
Oh,
the worst,
I
one of the
love
worst
Shark
nights.
Night.
One of the worst nights at the theater that I ever had was that double feature.
That's hilarious. That's
That
good to
and
hear.
Fi-
Final
like Soft
Destination,
Night?
Final Destination 4 and Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. I also did a double feature of. Horrible.
Oh,
horrible.
God, yeah, that wasn't too great.
Why do I do
at
this
all.
to myself?
That's
Anyway,
fine.
Ralph,
Hey,
I'm
I
gonna let
like
you wrap
Rob
it
Zombie's
up.
Halloween too. I that's a hot take, but I like Rob Zombie's Halloween
Your,
too.
your name is Hot Take Tony for a reason.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hot take, Tony. All right, guys. So I'm gonna wrap it up here because I'm starting to get tired now. Now I'm feeling it, which is great because I think we had a great discussion.
Sure did.
Wait a minute. Exorcist said it puts the lotion on the skin. Okay, there you go.
Put the fucking lotion in the basket.
Excuse me.
Oh, Ralph, by the way, I'm going to be up your way in July at the end of the month. I'm going to New York for 3 days.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So I'll be up your way. Maybe we could link up, get a
Yeah.
slice of pizza. I don't know.
Yeah.
I
That'd
got
be
one
cool.
day off, like a Saturday where I'm not really doing much.
Okay. Let's hang.
So I'll be in touch.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Cool.
I'm down.
I'm staying in
down.
Brooklyn, but I can get around. I
I
can get
can
around.
go to Brooklyn.
No big
It's all
deal.
good.
Be good.
move
Be good to
around.
meet you.
Yeah.
Officially.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's go to Brooklyn. All right.
Come to Brooklyn.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna end this here. Thank you for all of you who have watched the replay. I hope this was
Yeah, thanks for having
engaging
me
for
on.
you as well. If you like this, let me know that you'll like it. I might want to do some more of these.
Yeah, we
He
got
likes likes. They're likable.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they're likable likes.
we gotta do more of these hangouts.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I think, and late night too. Like, look at me, I'm in the
Yes.
dark here, like I'm hiding. Trying to. So I think that was kind of cool.
Excuse me.
So please consider subscribing if you like this content, if you like the other stuff I have up. And I'm gonna be saying goodnight and signing everybody off. Thank you, Mari. Thank you, Nate. Thank you,
Yes.
Frankie. Thank you, Tony. And thank you, Lenore. Thank you, Exorcist Reviews. Thank you for where was
Look, Side Hustle Cinema popped
Side
in.
Hustle Cinema popped in. And I think another person. Oh, Jamel, he was here earlier. I don't know if he's still
He
here.
came in to tell us that one thing.
Yeah, about that one thing, and then he fell
Yeah.
asleep.
He left.
Good night, Jamel. Have a good night, everybody. Sleep well, and until next time, peace.
May the shorts be with you.
May the Schwartz be with you.
Rock and roll.
All right,
Once
later.
Star Wars gets
Later, guys.
Later.
All right, bye.